Right, listen up. XDefiant might not be COD killer, but it's still one hell of a ride. Today we're tearing through latest updates, so-called balance changes, and oh yeah, we're going to talk about those game-breaking bugs you all love to cry about. Spoiler, they're not as bad as you think. Stay tuned, cause by end you might even learn something. But before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe and all that bollocks. Helps channel grow and keeps me from throwing my controller, and maybe I'll tolerate you for another video. So let's dive into sniper flinch reduction. Spoiler alert, it's probably not gonna ruin your day. Right, let's talk about sniper flinch reduction update. Now, Mark Rubin's come out saying they're putting it somewhere between old and new. Basically, it's like when you order a pint and they give you half. You didn't ask for it, but you're gonna drink it anyway because it's still beer. Now, this update's supposed to keep balance somewhere in middle for snipers. Personally, I'm not too bothered. Yeah, they're dialing down flinch, but unless you're some quick-scoping maniac trying to relive 2007, it probably won't ruin your day. You're not gonna miss that many headshots just cause screen twitched a bit, unless of course your aim's already trash. See that's not flinch, that's poor aim. So let's get a chance. It's like bunny hopping nerfs. You all whined like it would end at will, but did anyone actually notice difference? No. Movement sweats just had to get better at timing their ops. And rest of us, well, we're too busy playing damn objective. I say let's wait and see how it pans out. Maybe it'll be a disaster, maybe it won't. Either way, I'll still be here with my wonky hand and reflexes a drunken sloth just getting on with it. Now let's move on to phantom nerfs. Yep, they're dropping health from 120 to 115, 5 whole HP. That's like taking a single bite out of a burger and thinking you're on a diet. Seriously, look at you. Who's gonna notice? This change supposedly helps SMG players who were struggling to put her down, like she was some kind of bulletproof goddess. Spoiler, she wasn't. And let's be real, it's never been about health. It's always about who's got better aim and who don't spray like the watering garden. Now, 5% speed reduction, okay, that's a bit of a head scratcher. I've never seen phantoms zipping around like they're on caffeine, so why slow them down? They're not Sonic the Hedgehog. Meanwhile, I've seen Libertad and Echelon players flying across map like they've got rocket fuel in the veins. And regen delay? 4 seconds to 5 seconds? Because clearly that extra second is going to be the difference between life and death. Or not. Let's be honest, you'll still get swarmed by half an enemy team before you can even blink. It's like they're breeding in corners, kill one and suddenly there's 12 more crawling out at woodwork. I get it, Mark, you're trying to balance things out, but come on. Problem in Phantom's health, it's fact that half of us can't aim worth a damn. But whatever, I'll roll with it. I've seen worse nerfs in my time, and most of you wouldn't even notice unless you got a spreadsheet tracking every hit point. Anyway, let's lighten the mood a bit. Double XP weekend is back, people. That's right, another glorious opportunity to grind your life away for virtual points that don't really matter. But let's be honest, we're all here for it. Who don't love seeing that XP bar shoot up like it's on steroids? They're bringing back Arena and Rockefeller map playlists. Rockefeller, when I've seen more ambushes than a mob film, and half of you still run around like headless chickens. But hey, at least now you can rack up XP while you're getting shredded in corners. Now for lucky ones, if you hadn't already burned through your boosters like a muppet, you can stack those bad boys with double XP. That's right folks, quad XP. Cause why earn points at normal pace when you can go full on crackhead mode and max out in a weekend? And if you're like me, still dragging your sorry ass through Battle Pass cause you've been too busy actually enjoying the game, then this weekend's your chance. Finish it, level up those weapons, and feel that sweet dopamine hit. It's basically free serotonin at this point. But seriously, use this time wisely. If you've got more weapons to level up or that battle pass sitting at 75%, this weekend is your Hail Mary. And if you somehow manage to use all your boosters in one go, well congratulations, you played yourself. Right, now here's part where I get to sound like a broken record. But it needs to be said. Again. Reporting bugs, people. You know, those little glitches and issues you love moaning about on Reddit. Yeah, those. Guess what? Screaming fix game into void doesn't help anyone. You want devs to fix XDefiant? Then stop whinging and start giving them something useful. Tell them what mode you're playing, what platform, what server, you know, actual details. Otherwise, it's like walking into a mechanic saying my car's broken, then storming out. Congratulations, you wasted everyone's time and your car's still knackered. Look, every game has bugs on launch. Every single one. There's no such thing as a polished release. That's a myth. Games are made up of millions of lines of code, and believe me, something's always gonna break. If you think otherwise, you're living in a fantasy land where unicorns fix servers with magical fairy dust. So do us all a favour. When you find something broken, take some notes. Feed that info back to the devs. They're not sitting there twiddling their thumbs, they're actively trying to make the game better. But they can't fix what they don't know about, can they? And no, just spamming fix your game in helping. It's like trying to put out a fire by yelling at it. Instead, help them help you. Because at the end of the day, the more info they've got, the faster they can sort it. And maybe, just maybe, we'll all have a smoother experience. And one less reason to scream at our screens. Well, that's all chaos I've got time for today. We've covered sniper flinches, phantom nerfs, double XP weekends, and how to report bugs like a semi-functioning adult. I know it's a lot to take in, but I believe in you. Oh, and take your camos off your guns. Don't ask questions, just bloody do it. You can thank me later. Now, before you run off to dominate, or, let's be honest, get absolutely wrecked in Rockefeller map, do me a solid. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and leave a comment below with your thoughts and gaming stories. Or any other rant you've got brewing. Who knows, I might just feature it on channel. I'll see you next time, you magnificent.